All right, guys, welcome. Happy Friday, TGIF. I hope you guys are having a good day. We have a big 10-game slate to discuss. Again, in this live stream, I'll be answering any questions, so just make sure to leave them in the chat, general Q&A. But, yeah, we're going to have to monitor some news. I'm sure some of you guys probably saw that Brad Beal news, leaning towards maybe the doubtful side now, so that's one to keep an eye on, obviously. I could definitely change the slate and open up some more value there for Washington. Yeah, I'm excited. Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that the players I target tonight don't get involved in a blowout. That would be nice. And, yeah, let's get to it. So if you guys are just coming in, make sure to hit that like button. Oh, sorry. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. What's going on, Snapback? Patrick, Brandon, what's up? Bulldog, how's it going, man? Taylor, how's it going? Yeah, guys, I think this is gonna be a fun slate. There's going to be some pretty popular plays. I think there's some nice pivots and GPPs. I think it's a good 10-gamer. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to see NAW and JV play live. Preference between DeJounte Murray and Fred VanVleet? Yeah, that's a good question. You already have two Raptors. Then I think it's going to be DeJounte Murray. I like both in that mid-range. Fred VanVleet shot like 5 of 21 or whatever it was last game. And then you have DeJounte Murray, who lost probably about 5-6 minutes due to a blowout in that last game. And Murray's going to be, probably the highest usage guy for the Spurs. So I think it would be a lean to Murray, but I think both are good options. Blowout City yesterday, yeah, it was ugly. It was a tilting one for sure. Especially when I was loading up a lot on the Bucks value as a lot of people were, but yeah. Tilting, I had Luka blowout, Giannis blowout, no fun at all. Maxey NAW, Barnes, Sabonis, Harrell, Levine, Barton, and Mitchell Robinson GPPs. Yeah, I think it's a solid build, a little bit more balanced. I do think the balanced build is much more viable on a site like this. Last few sites have kind of been stars and scrubs, but yeah. Let's get it tonight. Let's get it, Drew. What's your take on the Wizards' value? So we'll see on Beal. If Beal's in, then I don't think there's any smash play. If Beal's out, I think, probably the two guys that get the biggest usage bump would be Dinwiddie and Kuzma. Now, the only concern with Dinwiddie, again, is that he only played 26 minutes. Again, I tilted about that in another video, but, why is Raul Neto playing so many minutes? That doesn't make a ton of sense. Now, who starts for Beal? That's a good question. Maybe they move Denny in the starting lineup and move, shift KCP or shift Kuzma to the 3. But, yeah, so I think that the main two guys obviously get the biggest bump and probably the safest options. And then maybe a guy like Denny becomes potential value if he starts. Yeah, Mills or Claxton. I honestly don't love either on the slate. I guess it would be Claxton, but you got to be very concerned with the foul trouble, especially if Embiid plays. Bulls looking good in the East. Yeah, I think the Bulls are going to be solid. Again, they were the preseason GOATs, right? I think they won every game, dominated. And I think they're going to be a solid team in the East. They're definitely a playoff team. I think they can push for top 4 for sure in the East. Yeah, so that is a good point about Scotty Barnes. Once again, I think he makes for a good value play. However, he's very prone to foul trouble. So you got to have that in the back of your mind when you play him. In the preseason, he was in foul trouble a lot. And he got in foul trouble last game too. So, that is a risk. Tommy, how's it going, man? Kuzma season? Chalk Kuzma never goes well. That's why I'm kind of hoping Beal plays. But, again, if Beal's out, I think Kuzma does look really solid. I feel like it never, ever works. Bulls are going to dominate, but in this, nice, yeah. Bulls -6. Embiid, game time decision update. I think he plays. It's just knee soreness. I think he'll be good to go. DeJounte VanVleet and SGA. Probably DeJounte and SGA, but all three look good. Hopefully Beal plays. Yeah, but right now I think he's leaning more towards the doubtful side. SGA, NAW, Barnes, Sabonis, Vooch, Maxey, Giddey, and Bamba. I think it's solid. Again, Bamba is I don't think he's going to be super popular. He's got a lot of upside. Now, he is prone to foul trouble, so that's a risk with him. Thoughts on Contrarian GPP, Kevin Porter Jr., Dort on Jalen Green, bounce back. Game for KBJ, stacked with Wood. Yeah, so KBJ is definitely going to go overlooked, right? Because he had 9 turnovers last game. He still has upside. He's still going to play big minutes. And I agree, he's not going to be popular. There's going to be other guys in the Rockets that are going to be much more popular. So I'm fine with that. Yeah. What do you think about Dragic and his minutes? I would say if the game stays competitive, he plays like 28 minutes, which makes him a decent value play in my opinion. I think Dragic's going a little bit overlooked, but he's going to be a solid point per minute guy for the Raptors. Yeah, maybe at the end we can look at PrizePicks. I haven't looked at it too much right now. Raptors plus his now. Okay, let's see. Thoughts on Achua and Washington expecting no Beal. Yeah, so if Achua stays out of foul trouble again, I think he plays probably at least 25 minutes. He lost a lot of minutes, like a lot. Early second quarter, he picked up his third foul. And then like 3 or 4 minutes in, he picked up his fourth foul and didn't come back in until like 5 minutes left in the fourth. So like, I'm thinking Achua, if he stays out of foul trouble, plays at least 25 minutes. So if that is the case, I think he's a good value. Yeah, we just went over Washington. If there's no Beal, then like Dinwiddie and Kuzma look good, and then maybe whoever starts, maybe like a Denny. As of right now, Brogdon, Suggs, Giddey, Sabonis, Vooch, Jeremy Lamb, Tobias Harris. Yeah, so I will say the Pacers ran an 8-man rotation last game, so like I think you could technically make the argument for anyone in that rotation if they're going to do it again. Now, is there guarantee they're going to run an 8-man rotation the entire year? Probably not, but it is a good sign, right? 8-man rotation is really good for DFS. Yeah, Vooch, that feels too cheap, right? I think he's going to be pretty popular. Harden, Durant, Sabonis, best spend-ups. I think all three look good, yeah. Harden and B. Durant, who is likely to score more fantasy points? That's a good question. I'll say Embiid if he's healthy. LaMelo, NAW, Barnes, Achua, Sabonis, Curry, Ingram, and Kuz. So is that Seth Curry? I'm guessing that's Seth Curry, right? See, my issue with Seth Curry on a 10-game slate is I just don't know if it's necessary. He does have upside, but like he's got to hit his shots. Yeah, again, I think there's a lot of solid plays in the mid-range. Yeah, so that Rockets-Thunder game, it should stay close, right? The two really bad teams, so it should stay close. Maxi 5,800 too much. It's not too much, but I don't think he's like a smash play. Houston, Oklahoma City stack. Depends how much exposure you're getting to. I definitely think that game looks good with some guys that are underpriced. Maybe Sabonis can get a fantasy point in the third quarter. That would be nice. Yeah, if you play Sabonis, it would be nice of him to get a fantasy point in the third quarter. Thoughts on stacking Embiid with Tobias and Seth Curry? I think it's a little much for me. Thoughts on, let's see, SGA, Van Fleet, Barton, Ingram, Robinson, Dinwiddie, Barnes, and Brogdon. Okay, no, I don't really see much issues with that. Keep an eye on Taj Gibson. I think he's still questionable. Will not play in Friday's game. Never mind, I missed that. Okay. So, yeah. Mitchell Robinson is going to play a lot at the center position. Makes him firmly in play. Tatum bounce back game tonight. Never see him. Yeah, so, like, for me, between the two Boston stars, like, I'm going to prefer Tatum. But that's just how it, like, they're at almost an identical price. And Tatum's just the better fantasy point per minute guy than Jaylen Brown is. So, like, I just don't care what happened last game. Like, I know Jaylen Brown played unreal, but like that doesn't matter at all to me. I'm going to prefer Tatum over him all day long. SGA, Jalen Green, Kuzma, Sabonis, Dinwiddie, Barnes, and Chua. I think it looks pretty good. Harrell or Dinwiddie showdown pick? Well, if Beal's out, I think it would be a lean to Dinwiddie. But like again, 26 minutes in a competitive game last game was a little bit disappointing. Yeah, trying to get him out early. Seeing much value with Ingram against Chicago. I like Ingram. I think that game, again, I'm going to that game, but I think that game you can stack. There's pieces on both sides I think look underpriced. I don't think either defense is great. Like Chicago is a good offensive team. Pelicans are definitely not a good defensive team. So if the Pelicans keep that game competitive, I can see that game shooting out. Yeah, so again, we like Ingram. Thoughts on Advia, Denny. So if Denny starts, I would assume he starts. If he does, I think he's viable. Now, the only concern with him is like he's also kind of scoring independent, but like he would be like 3K starting. So yeah, he would be in play for sure. Like him and KCP are score independent players that probably get big minutes if there's no Beal. Murray, Van Fleet, Barnes, Sabonis, Vooch. Yep, that looks good to me as well. Maxi NAW, Duarte, Sabonis, Kuz. So what's Duarte's price? Is he still cheap on Yahoo? Because on Draftkings, the price doesn't really stand out to me. He shot really well, but he played more of the two, which is going to lower his floor, right? What I'm going to be very excited about Duarte is when like Brogdon misses a game, because then he's going to play more of the point and his floor ceiling goes up, in my opinion. Sub 5K guard. All right, let's take a look. Sub 5K. I think it's between Dragic and Jalen Green. I think Jalen Green's going to get a lot more ownership, and I think he's obviously a solid value. He played 32 minutes last game and got pulled with like 8 minutes left. So he could have played 40 minutes that last game. He's not the best with peripheral stats, but like if he's going to play 40 minutes, it just doesn't really matter, right? And then you have Goran Dragic, who obviously Toronto just got destroyed. Only played 22 minutes of the blowout, had 9, 4, and 3. I would think in a competitive game he pushes for high 20s minutes. So I would say Green is probably a little bit more optimal, but I don't mind going to Dragic as contrarian play today. Corner machine, Bertans was subbed in for Beal each time he was taken out of the game. Doesn't necessarily mean he's back up. Okay, yeah, it's good to know. They could start Bertans too, I guess. Like him and Denny are pretty similar in the fact of like they're going to shoot threes, and that's kind of what they're going to do. Yeah, so the interesting thing there was obviously Kuzma playing more of the 4, right? Because you had 3 guards basically for Washington, right? In Beal, Dinwiddie, and KCP. So Kuzma was playing the 4, which allowed him to get more rebounds. What section are you sitting in? I'm 3 rows back on the opposite. I think it's opposite the Bulls bench. Yeah. Thoughts on Lonzo tonight? I think Lonzo's a pretty good play. It's going a little bit overlooked. He's a guy that can go get a triple-double. He doesn't have to score to get you fantasy points. He's in revenge game narrative against his former team. He played really well against his former team in the preseason. So I think Lonzo's a good play today. I think he is going overlooked. I think he's underpriced. I'll just answer questions. Yeah, my breakdown was on the video last night. So basically just general Q&A in this one. Good question, Jake. What is the price? What is the price on JV, and do you like him? Yeah, so JV is only 7.2K. Here's a hot take for you. I think he's going extremely overlooked in this spot. Okay? He played 30 minutes last game. You want to know what he shot? He shot 3 of 19. 3 of 19, and he still put up 30.5 fantasy points while losing like 5-6 minutes because of the blowout. So he was on pace for like 35 minutes in that game. We know JV is a phenomenal point per minute guy. The only issue is this, right? Fouls against Vucevic. He is prone to foul trouble. So if JV stays out of foul trouble in this game and it stays close, I think he pushes for 35 minutes. So I kind of like him a lot tonight, and I think he's going to be low owned. So, yeah. Suggs, who's good. Thoughts on Suggs? I think Suggs is a solid value. He played 30 minutes. That Magic team is awful, so he's just going to get a lot of run. So, yeah, at that price point, I think he looked really good. All right, what else? Duarte, $11. So is that, I don't know, Yahoo pricing at all, is that still pretty cheap? Sub 4.7K utility. All right, let's take a look there. 4.7. So, all right, I don't really like Lonnie, Tristan, or Hampton. I'm not playing Melo. I would say Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes at 4.5. Hey, what's up, Travis? Let's get it. Levine, SGA, Brogdon, or Dinwiddie. Whew, that's, I mean, I think, well, does price matter? If price doesn't matter, it would be Levine. But, like, I think SGA and Dinwiddie, if there's no Beal, look really solid tonight. Thoughts on AD over Sabonis and GBPs? Good with that. I think AD looks like a fine option. And then, yeah, I think JV bounces back. Again, he shot 3 of 19. So the concern there is foul trouble against Vooch. And knowing my luck, JV will get in early foul trouble, and you're going to see me tilting pretty hard on Twitter. Let's see. SGA, Jalen Green, Giddey, Sabonis, Favors, Harden. Yeah, so like Favors is a contrarian value I think is in play. I don't think he's going to be super popular. He did play 20 minutes. He played 20 minutes, and the game was a blowout. So maybe in a competitive game, Favors plays 25 minutes. I mean, he's actually a pretty solid point per minute guy. Like he basically had a point per minute in 20 minutes. If he plays 25 minutes, probably gets around 25 fantasy points, maybe a little more. So I think he's a decent contrarian value. No, I'm not. Embiid, I think, plays, and I'm not going to Korkmaz. I think Korkmaz he's too pricey, right? Yeah, I don't like playing score-independent players. Fournier revenge game, yeah, but it feels like chasing. Fournier has a very low floor if he's not hitting his shots, and he's 6'5". I get it, but like I'm not going to go there. Thoughts on Harrell? I think he's fine. Price went way up. Him and Gafford are going to split the center minutes. Gafford a little riskier because he's more prone to foul trouble. So I think Harrell's a decent play. Yeah, I think Embiid plays. Shea, Lonzo, Rozier, or Spencer. Of those, probably Shea. I like the Pacers-Wizards game. Yeah, I think both teams going to push the pace. Both teams are not great defensively. Patty Mills still in play. I'm not in love with it on this slate. Like, he shot like 80% or whatever it was. I think he didn't miss a three. It feels like chasing a little bit for me. I think there's better value than Patty Mills. Davis, Jokic, or Embiid for only center spot? Yeah, that's a good question. I think it would be Embiid if he plays. Might see you on TV possibly. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not even sure what I'm wearing tonight. I don't think I have any Bulls gear. But, yeah, look out for me. Patty Mills or Maxey? It's Maxey. Love JV tonight. Yeah, I think JV's sneaky. Like, I don't think he's going to be super popular. But again, you look at the game, right? He played 30 minutes and he shot 3 of 19. Well, he's not going to shoot 3 of 19 again, almost guaranteed. And he lost like 5 minutes because of the blowout. Vooch versus JV. As I said, it's two brutes. I'm excited to watch that. You like SGA and Mitchell? Yeah. 3 of 19, yep. Lonzo revenge game, yep. Wood or Vooch. So, I think both look really good. I'll lean to Vooch, but yeah, both those guys look pretty solid. SGA, Lonzo, Rozier, so SGA there. Whenever JV is low on and projected over 30 minutes, I play him every time. Yeah, I get it, right? He's a really good point per minute guy. I don't think he's going to be super popular, but he'll probably get in foul trouble tonight. Hit the like button to get to 100. Yeah, guys, make sure if you're coming in, we're almost at 200 viewers, to hit that like button. Appreciate it, guys. Balance balls tonight, I think either's fine. I think you can go either way. Last couple slates, it's kind of forced you on the stars and scrubs, but there's a lot of good plays in the mid-range. So I don't know if there's one preferred build for me today. Mills, Giddey, or Jalen Green. Jalen Green because of the minutes. I don't love Jalen Green as a basketball player, real-life basketball player. I don't think he's that great. But he's going to play big minutes, and he's going to be a relatively high-usage player in a good matchup. So, Levine or LaMelo. But, yeah, I would say LaMelo there. Can Giddey get 25-plus tonight, 25-plus fantasy points? Well, I think he plays around 30 minutes in a solid matchup. He's not going to be their top option, but he'll probably be like the number 2 or number 3 guy behind SGA. And he's pretty cheap. So, I think Giddey's a good value. Is a min. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, Duarte looks good value over there. DK is, let's see, is Christian Wood good chalk? I think he's a good play. I do. Now, again, there's other, like, if Christian Wood is going to be that popular, then for me, I'm going to JV in tournaments, right? They're basically at an identical price. I like Christian Wood. I think he looks really solid. But if he's going to get all that ownership, right? That's what you got, the GPP mindset. Also, I had 3,300 left for forward. I don't think there's anyone really viable. Yeah, I don't want to play James Johnson. I don't want to play Thibault. So, like, in my opinion, it's not worth it to do it. I would probably rebuild and try to get a little more money. You meant to reserve 10 entries, but to put one lineup at 10 times. I think you can switch that up, though. SGA, Van Fleet, Giddey, Tobias, Achua, LaMelo, Simone. Okay, yeah. Again, Tobias Harris is a solid play, too. He'll play big minutes as long as the game stays competitive. Depends what range you're looking at. Top range, like top mid or value. What range are you looking to? Is Trey Murphy viable? I'm probably not going to do it. Now, there is no Josh Hart, but like they're probably going to start. They're going to be dumb and start. What's his name? Garrett Temple. I can already see it, which is just it's so stupid. So I think I'll pass on Trey Murphy. Maxey, Levine, Barnes, Sabonis, Vooch, Dinwiddie, Giddey, and yep. Same starting 5 for Orlando. Oh, we're already getting some starters? Nice. I feel like Orlando is always really early with their starting lineup. Yeah. Anthony, Suggs, Wagner, Carter, Bamba. Okay. Let's see, MPJ. Yeah, I like MPJ and Barton. The secondary pieces for Denver feel a little bit too cheap. Franz Wagner viable. He is. I think I would prefer a couple other value plays, but he's in play because he played big minutes, right? He played like 30 minutes. He's not going to be that high of a usage guy though. Murray or Vucevic for my utility. It's a good question. I like them both. I think the floor is a little bit higher on Vooch, but both are good plays. Lonzo about to eat. Yeah, I don't think Lonzo's going to be that popular. Your thoughts on Kemba, 5,600. That is more in play on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings, but like, they still have like Derrick Rose behind him. He's not going to play massive minutes. Like, all right, how many minutes did Kemba play last game? I know it went to double overtime, but what did he play on Wednesday? Let's see, Knicks. So he played 36. So what, 26 minutes in regulation, right? I guess I don't know did Derrick Rose play in overtime? I don't know that, but yeah, it's just I'm probably not going to do it. Thoughts on Jalen Green, Giddey, and a Mobley? So Mobley, his price went way up, right? He's almost $7K. Now he did play 38 minutes, but like I don't know if I can stomach $7K for Evan Mobley. Green and Giddey are much more viable values. Thoughts on NAW? I don't think he's gonna be super popular, but like him, Ingram, and JV are going to be this offense. So I think NAW is a good tournament play. Yeah, right. The price on SGA feels pretty good. I'm fine with Mike Conley. Another one that's like, there's a lot of good guard plays in the mid-range. I think he's going a little overlooked too. I think he plays about 30 minutes in a competitive game. Conley and GPPs, yeah, I'm fine with Conley. Tobias over Ingram. I would lean Ingram over Tobias, but that's pretty close. Oh, Brad, thank you. Let's hook up DK. Let's hook up DK for these free vids, man. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate that, man. That was really generous of you. Thank you. $5 super chat. Appreciate it, man. Good luck tonight. Fred, Shea, Lonzo, Rozier, pick 2. Ooh, I'll say Shea and Lonzo, but that's like not a confident one there. Thoughts on MPJ? Again, I think him and Barton are a little bit too cheap. Without Jamal Murray, both those guys are going to play like low to mid 30s minutes. So yeah, I like both the secondary plays there for Denver. Where's Watanabe? Yeah, we need Watanabe. Why did Fox drop $900 under such a tough matchup? I think it's because of the matchup. I think that's why. If you want to go those contrarian options, sure, but there's so many good plays that are in like better matchups that for me, it's gonna be hard for me to pull the trigger on Fox in my one lineup. But like I get it if you're making a lot of lineups to have a little Fox exposure. Bamba or Valanciunas? If you have the salary, I'll say JV. Thoughts on Harden, Maxey, Wagner, NAW, Kuzma, Tobias, Precious, Sabonis, JV. I like it. Who do you prefer? Who do you prefer over Wagner? What do you mean? Oh, over Franz Wagner? Like for value? I think I would rather go to Jalen Suggs. I think I would rather go to Giddey. So those two, I guess. Kemba. Oh, he played 30 in regulation. Okay, that's good to know. So 30 minutes in regulation, mid 5K range. It's kind of just like a neutral play. Maxey, Lamine, Barnes, Sabonis, Vooch, Dinwiddie. Yeah, I like it. Rose played overtime over Kemba. Okay. Should I stack the Bulls-Pelicans game because you're going there? I'm going to probably get some exposure to it. So, that's just because I'm going to the game. But I actually do like that game too. Like I do think it's a solid game. Vooch or Valanciunas for the price. So I think Vooch is safer. But I think both bigs are good. Bigs against Charlotte. You like Mobley. Yeah, my only issue with Mobley is the price, right? He's like $7K. But he's still probably my favorite option on Cleveland. Dinwiddie or Maxey. That's a good question. I think that there's no Beal, a lean to Dinwiddie, but like again, the minutes were a little bit concerning last game. Durant, LeBron, or Jaylen Brown. Durant. A big shout out to DFS Go. Thanks for all you. Hey man, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, no blow. Knock on wood. No blowouts or foul trouble. That would be greatly appreciated. Drummond should smash. Playing Brooklyn, they can't rebound. Yeah, if Embiid's out, Drummond looks amazing. You like Jalen Suggs? I think he's a decent value play. The Magic are awful, and he should get good minutes. Jokic chalk? I don't think Jokic is going to be chalk. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to be that popular. Bojan, the Jazz, when they're fully healthy, hard for me to prioritize anyone. I think the only guy I'm really interested in is Conley. Is Ingram in play? Yeah, I like Ingram. Thoughts on NAW? Him, Ingram, and JV are three guys I think are firmly in play. If the game stays competitive, they're all going to play like mid-30s minutes. So the main three guys are for the Pelicans I like. As a Utah fan, I think Conley is a great GP play. Yeah, it's a good matchup, right? Good matchup against Sacramento. I think Conley is underpriced, so I agree. What's up, DK? A terrible luck. Yeah, I feel ya. Thoughts on Dinwiddie? Yeah, if there's no Beal, I think Dinwiddie looks really solid. The only issue is the minutes. He only played 26 minutes. You would think they go up, but like coaches do dumb stuff. Like I can already feel it. Like I'm going to play Dinwiddie, and he's going to play 25 minutes, and they're going to play Raul Neto 30 minutes. They're going to play Davis Bertans 30 minutes, and I'm going to be very upset in my next video. Let's see, what else? Beal's out, Spencer. Yeah, Beal. Oh, he's confirmed out? Okay, so... I'm not excited for Kyle Kuzma chalk. I'm just going to say that I'm not excited for it. Yeah, Beal ruled out. So, yeah, again, the main two guys there for Washington look good, and then keep an eye on the starting lineup. Spurs bench. So the Spurs ran a pretty tight rotation. I don't know if there's anyone I would prioritize on the bench, but they ran like a 9-man rotation with two guys playing like 10 minutes each. So the Spurs ran a pretty tight rotation. Like Murray, Pirtle, they would have played like 36, 37 minutes at the game stayed close. Kuzmania, I'm not excited for it, but yeah, he looks like a good play. Westbrook, Suggs, Barnes, Vooch, Derek White, Tatum. Okay. It's contrarian for me. LP, where are we at? LaMelo, KBJ, Alonzo, and SGA. Ooh, I'll go the second one. Denny time. I would think Denny starts. Roasted the dagger in OT. Okay, yeah, I didn't watch any of that game. Stacking the Wiz Pacers. Beal out officially. Okay. Ingram or Chris Paul, Tiers. Ingram. How do you feel about Ricky Rubio? Well, if there's no Darius Garland, I think Ricky Rubio's solid, but keep an eye on that. If Darius Garland plays, Rubio's just a contrarian play. People should, I don't think so. I think the field is sharp. Like, I don't think people chase the Jaylen Brown game tonight. You might have a few, but like his price doesn't really stand out in this slate. Still waiting on Horford news. Beal out. Yeah, KCP or Denny. They're pretty similar. It kind of depends on who hits their shots. So I don't have a super strong lean there. Thoughts on Bamba? Good tournament play. Can go get you 5 blocks any single game. Good point per minute guy. Prone to foul trouble though. So GPP only. Yep, Brown, Ingram, or MPJ. Ingram there. Conley and DeJounte or Harden and Wagner. I'll say the first one, but that's close. KCP popping in the Optos. No. Chalk KCP. That number goes well, too. Yeah, I get it, right? Without Beal, he's probably going to do a little bit more, but he's still pretty reliant on scoring. Again, I'm not excited for Beal being rolled out. I did not want that. Let's see. Time for Raul Neto. No, please no. Mobley or Robert Williams. Oof. If Horford's back, it's Mobley. You got any projections for Sexton? I mean, Sexton's like scoring dependent. I don't love him on the slate. So what's this? Like he's like 7-5? Yeah. So like I think Sexton probably gets around 30 fantasy points. It's just not for me on the slate. 3,700 or under. Let's see. Is there anyone viable down there? There's not a ton of like really good cheap plays. 3,700. I'll say Precious at 3.6. And just fingers crossed he stays out of foul trouble. Ryan, wow, appreciate it, man. Big shout out on the DFS Go. Thanks for all the A+ content. No foul trouble blowouts tonight. Very generous to you. Thanks, man. Hopefully none of that. That would be nice. Hopefully we get some big winners. Thoughts on Sengun today? It's just a contrarian play. I think he plays mid-teens minutes off the bench unless there's foul trouble. So I'm a big fan of Sengun. But like on the main slate, it's just contrarian again. Jeff Green in play. I'm not going to go Jeff Green now. Got here late. You think? Yeah, I think Denny's in play, especially if he starts. Let's see. All right, guys. A couple more minutes. I'm going to call it. Make sure to hit that like button. We're at 50 likes. Maybe get to 70 or 80 before I get out of here. Would appreciate that. All right. Maxey Wagner or Dinwiddie and Giddey. The second one for me. Celtics, Knicks playing tired on D after 50+ minutes season over or non-factor. Well, it's like they had a day off. If it was a back-to-back, then yeah. Then I would say, yeah, it's a factor. But since they didn't play Thursday, I'm not reading too much into it. Kind of like the balance builds tonight. Yeah, or balance build more. I think either are viable. I'm already tilted for the slate. Yeah, me too, right? Again, I'm already tilting JV foul trouble. I'm already tilting chalk Kuzma busting. I'm pre-tilting it. Brogdon, Suggs, Dinwiddie, OG, Kuzma, Duarte, Sabonis, Wood, Drummond if Embiid is out. Yeah, Drummond's if Embiid's out looks good, obviously. Neto, he's playable, but like it's Raul Neto. Yeah, 4K. I would say Jalen Suggs. Probably Suggs at 4K. Or under, if it's under 4K, then probably Precious. Ish Smith, I'll pass. I miss your Bamba take. Good tournament play. Good tournament play. He played like 30 minutes last game. He did play the garbage time. He's prone to foul trouble, though. So, like, that's the risk. Yeah, all right. PrizePicks, let's take a look. Is there anything we like for PrizePicks? Let me just refresh this. Oh, so wow, they have Dinwiddie projected really high, 38. So I'm probably staying away from that. They have Kuzma 32.5. What stands out here? What stands out? So if Embiid does play, I think he goes over 52 fantasy points, especially with, this is FanDuel scoring, right? So it's 3 points for a block and a steal, and obviously Joel Embiid's a good shot blocker. So I think he would go over that if he does play, and the game's his competitive. Like, Embiid was on pace for like 80 at the end of the first quarter. So I think I'll lean to the Embiid over. And I think I'll like Goran Dragic over 22. I think that is too low, right? He only played 22 minutes because of the blowout. I think in a close game he plays like 28 minutes. And he's going to be a solid pumper and a guy. So I like the Dragic over. And keep an eye on Horford. If Horford gets ruled in, I like the under in Robert Williams. I know he played 45 minutes, 35 in regulation. But if Horford plays, those minutes are going to go down for Robert Williams. He's also prone to foul trouble. So that feels a little high. So I think those are my takes right now. All right. For Dinwiddie or Conley, probably lean to Dinwiddie now. Yeah. Achua, 2 quick ones. You already know what's happening. Aldridge, no. But you know he's gonna have a good game and tilt me. Is it fine to play Brogdon and Sabonis? Yeah. If I'm doing that, I'm probably stacking the game then. Then I'm probably running it back with 1 or 2 guys from Washington, hoping it just really shoots out. Kuzma going to shoot 3 of 20. Again, Kuzma chalk almost never works. Who's starting for Beal? Probably Denny or Bertans. I'll never play Alme again. Again, and he's going to go for like 25 fantasy points tonight probably. Kemba only 27. Not a super strong lean there. Fox or Mitchell? Mitchell. Davis under. Let's see. Seth Curry. Okay. Points, not fantasy points. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to call it on that. So good luck tonight, guys. Let's hope for some big winners and no blowouts or foul trouble would be greatly, greatly appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow. So I will see you guys all then. Good luck, guys.